Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me for this video. And the Las Vegas Raiders have added another offensive lineman to their roster by signing Patrick Omameh, who's an offensive guard, actually. And so they'll be adding him to a depth chart that already consists of guard Richie Incognito and Denzel Good, as well as Lester Cotton and John Simpson and Markel Harrell. And so he'll be added to the mix there to try to come in and compete. And so this definitely is a great veteran pickup here for the Raiders to definitely add some depth to the offensive line. I mean, throughout the draft, they even went ahead and acquired, at tackle, Alex Leatherwood, which definitely, came as a surprise to some. But they knew who their guy was. They identified it. They went up and they got him. And so you can't blame a team for that. If you know that this is going to be the person that you want, you go ahead and you address that whenever you can. There's no guarantees you'll get them later. And so with that being said, yeah, definitely that's going to be looking to help keep Derek Carr upright and help the Las Vegas Raiders for this upcoming season, in which they're definitely going to be looking to try to, make the playoffs. I mean, shoot, the Raiders, they have some of the most expensive seats in the house when it comes to tickets for the games. I mean, yes, this will be the first, real full season at Las Vegas in terms of having the fans there, and they're definitely trying to capitalize on that. If you want to keep the people interested, you're going to need something better than an average offense to do that. So definitely protecting Derek Carr is going to be their best way in order for him to hopefully be able to, get something going with John Gruden. We'll see how guys like Henry Ruggs, how he develops. That's going to be very key for the Raiders and their success, in Las Vegas. But with that being said, though, we'll go ahead and go back and discussing Patrick Omameh and see, just what type of a thing this is. I mean, they already had him pretty much last season. He was a part of their practice squad in September, but he got to play 6 games before he was dropped from their roster in December, in which he was claimed off of waivers by the Saints, and then he landed with the Chiefs after being waived again. And he started Week 17 for the Chiefs before being reverted back to their practice squad. So obviously that's a lot of transitioning in a year, but certainly, that's just more experience there. And he did get to start some games last year, so that's huge for him as well. And prior to last year, he played for the Saints, the Giants, Jaguars, Bears, and Buccaneers. And so that's all wonderful experiences there for each of those teams. Matter of fact, he spent 3 years with Jacksonville, and every other team that he's been with has been about on a 1-year basis. So throughout his entire career, he has suited up for 88 games, but has got to start 58 games, 25 of those with the Jaguars. And so, yeah, definitely someone who comes in with some experience of starting. But he's going to be better value as an offensive lineman that's just, in the reserve spot in case you need him to come in and just, fill perhaps for a game or something like that. And so, but he definitely does come with a ton of experience, out of Michigan. He went pretty much undrafted coming out of Michigan, and just to highlight on some of his career at the University of Michigan, in which he was able to play there for 4 years. And so, yeah, so going back to his his freshman year, he did not see any real action his freshman year as he was redshirted. And so then you go to his actual freshman year, which is technically a sophomore year. And so he played in 7 contests and started the final 3 games of the season at right guard, made his career debate at right tackle versus Western Michigan, and played left tackle versus Eastern Michigan, and saw game action at right tackle versus Delaware State. And so he appeared at right tackle against Illinois and made his first collegiate start at right guard versus Purdue. So already in his first season, he's pretty much, starting different positions. He even started at right guard against Ohio State, which is obviously, like the biggest rivalry, perhaps in that division. And so to be trusted to play right guard in that game and his first full season started, that speaks volumes for him already. And then you fast forward to his next year. He was the academic all Big Ten for the University of Michigan. And so that just goes to show, obviously, he was more than just, an athlete on the field. He started all 13 contests that year at right guard and and that includes starts against Connecticut, Notre Dame, Massachusetts, Bowling Green. And so, yeah, Indiana, the list goes on, Michigan State, Ohio State. And so definitely they utilized him a lot that year at right guard. And then after that, he was again part of the all academic Big Ten team. And the Phil Steele's midseason All Big Ten second team selection, played all 13 games, starting each game at right guard. And then his final year, All Big Ten first team, voted by the coaches, and honorable mention for the media. And again, Phil Steele's postseason All Big Ten second team, academic All Big Ten, and started 13 games at right guard, named to the 2012 All State AFCA Good Works team, and finalist for the 2012 Pop Warner National College Football Award. So, very prestigious career at the University of Michigan for sure. So, definitely a lot to like about his time there, and certainly understand why it makes sense for the Raiders to bring him back. They obviously see a lot of potential in him, and so as well as other teams, because he keeps landing different positions. He's got to start in this league, probably about almost half the games that he suited up for. So he's certainly someone that has some talent to him, and this is a great pickup here for the Raiders to add more depth for them, and we'll see how this plays out for them moving forward. Well, with that being said, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, more news continues to break. You can be sure to find it here. So thanks again for watching, and see you guys next time.